Hi there. The guitar tones you just heard are from the new Stompbox Modeler from line 6 called the M9. Let's take a look at the unit and some of its features. Okay, so here it is. Now what we have here is a Stompbox Modeler. Now for you guys who like to use tube amps, I'm one of them, this is like using traditional stomp pedals in front of your tube amp. And you have 3 effects blocks, 1, 2, 3. And each effects block can have 2 effects each. And each one can only be on at once. So you can have 3 effects running at the same time. And the order is just like real pedals. This would be your first effect or pedal, your second effect pedal, and your third effect pedal. And this can be reversed too, by the way, in the system settings. You have up to 6 scenes, and each scene can have 6 different effects in the effects blocks. It has a looper that does a lot of cool things, which I'll demonstrate in just a few moments. Let's take a look at the back of the unit. You've got your power, you've got MIDI in and out, you've got 2 connections for 2 expression pedals that can do a lot of interesting things. You have line in inputs, left and right inputs, and outputs. You've got left and right outputs. You guys that have 2 amps, you want to run stereo, you can come out of left and right into each amp. You get a real good wide sound on some of these stereo delays and stereo choruses contained inside the unit. What I'm going to do now is demonstrate how I would set this up in a live situation. I'll set up a couple of scenes and demonstrate some of the effects and let you hear how they sound. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so I'm using my new Fender Telecaster. Very nice, I love it. Standard 1/4" cable right into the M9, and then out of the M9 right into the front of my trainer 50-watt tube amp. Now this can be run in the effects loop of your amps if you want to use that method. I don't. I like to go right into the front of the amp, just like you would with traditional pedals. Okay, so let's start with the first scene. To enter the scene mode, you press these 2 buttons at the same time where it says right here, Scenes. Now, as you can see, the first row is scenes, 3 scenes, and they're labeled by the letter A, and then the top row are labeled by the letters B. Now I'm on scene 1A right here. So we know we're on that scene, so let's just start here. Now for this first effect here, I have the line 6 drive. Now any different effect can be on any one of these buttons, okay? But traditionally, when you're using a tube amp, you'll want your drives first, then maybe your flangers and reverbs and delays toward the end of the chain. So for this one, I have my drive, line 6 drive. Now this is how you change it. You press the mode select button, and that'll change to the different effects. Okay, so line 6 drive. Here we are again. And this is how you change the parameters, you know, treble, bass, whatever. Now the good thing about this is there's no saving. Once you adjust it, that's it. You go away to the next effect, it keeps the settings. So right here I have my line 6 drive, which is a nice crunchy overdrive. Now, on setting B, I have a line 6 drive, but with more gain and a higher output. So this is my lead channel. So I can go from standard rhythm crunch to lead channel. Now, on this effect, I set up a clean boost using the graphic EQ, which is also located in the distortion section. And I found that the graphic EQ gives it a nice boost. So if I'm in rhythm mode and I want a volume boost, I'll kick this in. Okay. Now on effects unit 2, on the B section right here, I have a flanger. And that was the flanger you heard at the beginning of the intro. I want to mention that there's over 100 plus effects located in this unit, and a lot of them are derived from the world famous effects from line 6. So I have the AC flanger set here. Now on effects 3 I have a couple of delays. So if I'm in my lead patch and I want to delay, I click on this one. Now this is a dynamic delay and has a ducking feature. And what that does is when you're playing your lead, the echo really doesn't come through that much until you stop. Then it comes in, and it leaves nice delay trails, and it really doesn't mess up your lead and clutter up your lead when you're in the middle of your runs. Now on this delay I have a short digital delay that I like to use with my rhythms, just to give it a little extra added dimension. Okay, so on scene 2, on the first button here, I'd like to have, let's try the facial fuzz. I think that sounds really good. And then on B, let's go with a comp, tube comp. And then on effects 3, let's go for some reverb. I always did like the hall reverbs in the XT, Pod XT, and the Pod X3. So let's go with that. And then a delay. Let's go to the digital delay with about a 500 millisecond delay on there. Okay, let's check out the looper. Now to enter the looper, you press. It says right here, press and hold for looper. We'll do that. Now we're in loop mode. Okay, so there you have it, line 6 M9. One thing I forgot to mention about the M9 is the expression pedal jacks. There's 2 of them. You can have 2 expression pedals, and they're totally plug and play. There's no configuring like a lot of some other pedal boards that I've used, and it can get quite complicated. But this is not. You just plug it in and it works. You can get some very cool effects. So I hope you enjoyed my little demo of the line 6 M9. And you guys stay tuned. My blues album will be out in a few months, and it's coming out really good. I can't wait to share it with you. So, till then, stay cool. Bye-bye.